5 things that fit and healthy people do without thinking. Do you know why I decided to make this video? It's because I'm fed up of seeing fitness and health influencers dictate this perfect notion of living that is just so unrealistic to real people that have work, careers, family commitments, cultural commitments, and life to contend with. I've been a proponent of sleep, for example, for a long time, discussing the powerful benefits of sleep and why we need to protect it as much as possible. Yet I'm also fully aware that the hour before bed, especially as a parent, is the only time you're going to get to spend with your loved ones, especially through the week. This movement of never watching TV, never having downtime, constant personal development and growth needs to simmer down a little bit because it's causing people more harm than it is good. For example, how many times have you listened to a podcast or read a self-help book and it tells you need to get up at 5 a.m. every day to master the day. You need to drink an immune boosting, gut health improving, emotional, physical and spiritual detoxifying green juice blend every single morning. And don't forget the apple cider vinegar. You need 10,000 steps every single day. You need standing desks. You need no TVs. You need to exercise. You need to do yoga. Oh wait, yoga isn't good enough. You need to do Pilates. Oh wait, you need to do both together and strength train and HIIT and low intensity cardio and an intermittent fasting ketogenic diet following the 12-8 5-2 principle, and make sure you're listening to a new podcast or audiobook, but at the same time do a digital detox too. Look, that list is endless and I could honestly have gone on forever then, discussing all these health hacks that, if anything, are just causing more complication, more information overload, and leading to even less positive action being taken. So I did what I do best and I listened. I spoke to the clients I work with and I looked at their results. I looked at where they hit plateaus. I delved into the reasons behind why they were so successful and when they started to struggle. And then I came up with these 5 strategies that I noticed that my clients were using to get incredible results without even thinking about it. So number 1, they prioritize. They make their goal the priority of the day and fit it into the schedule. Once the session, the shopping or food preparation is planned, it's locked in and will rarely change, even with external circumstances. Apart from emergencies, it's locked in, it gets done. And this is all built around the family as well, so the priority doesn't come up against any resistance or friction to making it happen. Number 2, they move, and movement itself is just so underrated. I mean, take the science away from it and just logically, it makes sense to be active. I see the most successful clients are as active on the weekends as they are through the week. They get up, they take the family out for the day, they go to the park, they walk the dog, and they schedule in early gym sessions just so they don't detract from family time. And the idea is to make movement as natural as sedentary behaviours have become, without building any restrictive rules that it must be done in a certain environment or that it's not worth it if it's not high intensity. Number 3, nourishment. And as simple as this sounds, the mindset towards food with my high performing clients is I choose to eat the foods that nourish me, rather than I restrict foods from my diet. This simple change has such an empowering impact on my clients' journeys. The knowledge that delicious foods they're consuming are also packed full of what their body needs to thrive rather than merely survive. The macronutrients such as proteins, fats and carbohydrates, along with vitamins and minerals that fuel our metabolism, physiological processes and keep our bones, nails, hair and skin at an optimal level of health. When your mindset towards nutrition is one of love and gratitude rather than a fixation of the things that you can't have, then you are well on your way to success. Number 4, habits. Whilst we know that 7 to 9 hours of sleep for most people would be optimal, it's not always going to be practical, particularly for the parents of younger children. Rather than giving up on sleep and winging it, the clients that progress the fastest will take control of what they can to make the best of a given situation. Let's take sleep for example. Say your last hour before going to bed tends to be a mixture of absent-mindedly scrolling through your social media or watching a TV series. A successful client will keep that in there because it's part and parcel of life or a happier relationship. Trust me, you don't want to see Jessie's angry face when I tell her there's no time to catch up on power. They will adapt their habits, whether it's popping on some blue light filter glasses, using the scrolling time to map out a few key priorities for work or general life for the next day to make it more productive, or they whip out a pen and paper during TV time and jot down the sudden rush of ideas that have come to their mind. Map out why today felt so great or not so great and figure out a few things that they will do differently tomorrow. And number 5, challenges. The highest performing clients will look for a new challenge to push themselves, whether it's as basic as getting an extra 5 minutes on the cardio machine, pushing an extra rep out, or increasing the weight at the gym, or actually changing something that's deep set, such as how they handle their emotional response to a circumstance, like comfort eating when tired or stressed. The clients that accept there is something that can be done better, challenge themselves to do better, or find alternative solutions to challenges will inevitably be the ones that improve the quickest. The mindset towards a challenge is always a beautiful thing to see. When you can detach yourself from the short-term pain or struggle that you're facing, with the knowledge that this will inevitably yield the results you desire, there is nothing that will stop you from success. Ultimately, these clients have changed their narrative and broken the cycles that caused so much personal struggle for them. Now they are reaping their just rewards, and if you apply these techniques to your journey, so will you.